What's been the experience halfway into hackathon?
I think we had a team is generally having a lot of fun, a lot of cross pollination, a lot of idea cross talking. People are able to venture into areas beyond their comfort zones, right? And the free flow of food and beverages, is adding more into the energy. I think it's been fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think also I've seen that some of the teams are helping each other technology-wise, where they haven't worked on something or they worked on something, and some other team needs it. So I've seen people go and oh, you're stuck with something, let me help you. So I think that's a good energy flowing there.
Right.
And nobody is afraid to people work freely because they are not afraid that they are breaking a release, right? So it's all out.
Mm-hmm. What technology areas are looked on during this hackathon?
I think we look at technology areas that are both in-house and which the customer also get exposed to. In-house we kind of improve a lot of areas on our DevOps, our ability to get software out fast onto our cloud services. We also have been looking at augmenting some of our customer ours build some of our AI models, and I think there has been a lot of areas that people are actually looking at, quite interesting areas. It's very difficult to kind of go point wise in each of them, and we can.
Yeah, so I think I've seen some of the interesting things I've seen happening is that the hackathon is a place now for developers to scratch the itches that they have. Something that they have in the mind that, this could be done better. Then we are doing it from a regular product perspective or from a product pipeline and things like that, right? So they're coming up with innovative solutions for some things that if you were to design them traditionally, it would take longer, or you would have double think whether you want to go down that path or not, especially in the ML area. So I've seen a couple of projects where they're trying to solve the problems that are unstructured using ML to solve those problems, and that seems like a very good fit for what they're trying to solve. So I think that's nice because the developers now have the ability or the freedom to pick something that they think that this is a better solution than what I think my manager will come up with. So I think I'm going to solve it like this, and we'll see how it goes. So I think that's very nice. It shows a lot of creativity and a lot of initiative, which is very good.
Yeah, so you think that the projects being developed here is going to impact the tech landscape at SmartUp.ai?
Oh, definitely, because these are problems that are not only impacting us as developers or as the company, but these are trying to solve problems that our customers are coming up with. And some of them are new issues, new problems that they're seeing with the product, not with the product, but with areas of management that they've not hit before. So I think this is going to impact a lot of. A lot of these projects will probably make its way into the product itself going forward.
Right, and I think some of the one of the objective has been to widen the scope of our our IoT edge portfolio, where we can bring in a larger set of adapters or integrations with other IoT devices, because it's a very heterogeneous space. The more devices we add into our support, we add for various IoT devices into Kitty, the more value it brings. More value it gets to the customer from us, right? So that's the way this hackathon has been very has had a lot of ideas where people are kind of trying to bring some of those elements into the project as well.
So what advice do you have for the teams?
I think there is no specific advice, because I think the team is at least at SmartUp, the team is very well aware, very well driven, very well in tune with what our customers want, and I think all they are trying to do is go after some of those, some of the things which they think will add long-term value, and also at the same time have, get some fun and do some things which, which they otherwise don't get to do in a daily life, right? And with, with every customers, requiring, having their own use cases, the way AI needs to be tuned for a very specific customer is different from another customer, right? So trying to get all of those right essentially is also one part of this hackathon, and I think the team is essentially kind of, having a lot of ideas in that space. And I think, just to summarize once again, I don't think they are driven. I think they have all the ideas that we need. They just, we just help them here and there, as and when they need it. That's it.
Yeah, and I think they're doing really well. From a advice perspective, I think they need to pace themselves properly so that they have enough time to finish their work, as well as come up with a presentation for tomorrow. But I think it's going well. I think a few teams are going to stay back overnight to kind of get it through, and that's be when all the fun would be, where we had a lot of fun, like keeping each other awake and making things work. And when things break and you're stuck, that's when we need to step in and help them with that. But otherwise, I think they're doing really great on their own. So yeah.
Thanks, Ajit and Faisal, for sharing your experience.
You're welcome.